Bam. All right. So, bad news is the cat is trying to get on this conversation. So, let me turn this off. There we go. Now you can see my beautiful face. So, welcome to a another unique video on this channel. I don't do these very often, except for the one I did a week ago. So maybe more often than not. Anywho, when I got up yesterday morning, I had a comment on one of my first videos that I ported over from Twitch for the Malkavian run, and was from John Red, who's been a subscriber on the channel since, well, my vampire run, my original blind run. And he brought up a very, very valid point. And the first thing I did, and so, I went over and I started keying on my keyboard. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna type up this response, and it ended up being about 5 paragraphs long. And I was like, no, 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 hang on a second. If I'm gonna take 5 paragraphs, then someone else asks the same thing, I'm not gonna copy and paste this every time. So I decided, you know what's better? Let's put out a video. So, what exactly am I covering in this video? Very briefly, covering the reason why I'm streaming Twitch over YouTube, as well as bringing in the validity of what John has said and address that as a possibility for the near future. So, Twitch. I started on YouTube. YouTube offers a live streaming ability. Why did I jump over to Twitch? So, I have 3 main reasons for it. And we're going to go ahead and go over those real quick in ascending order of importance. So first of all, Twitch is just easier to start going with. It's pretty much plug and go. You just do it, you're done. You log in, you open your profile, you're good. YouTube, when I went to look into the streaming portion of it, it was talking about having to apply for it, get verified, stuff like that. Honestly, the gate of entry was just slightly harder, and I was just like, I just don't want to deal with that. I don't. So it was easier just to go ahead and get started with Twitch. I've since, since John's put that comment down, I've since gone back and gone ahead and started the verification process with YouTube. That was yesterday early afternoon. I still don't have access to it, so I don't know when that's going to happen. YouTube says up to 24 hours, but it might be actually exactly 24 hours before I have access to any of those tools. And I'll take a look at that kit and see what I'm working with. Part 2, there are several content creators that I follow on YouTube. People who do Let's Plays, who put out some fun content, especially like Final Fantasy 14 related stuff, just because that's really what I'm into with my wife on the side here. The thing is, whenever they stream, they move over to Twitch. They go to Twitch and they do their streaming. So honestly, that's what I'm more familiar with, for better or for worse. So when I looked at those two, Twitch and YouTube, and I noticed the content creators that I enjoy they're over at Twitch, well, I feel obligated, well, maybe not obligated, but I feel very, very drawn to doing a Twitch stream instead of YouTube. Hope that makes sense. It's just, I'm more comfortable and familiar with the terminology and everything on Twitch. Of course, I'm not familiar with the technology on Twitch. That was new. I learned a lot. But yeah, that was my second reason. The third and primary reason, I know I brought this up briefly early on with my blind vampire playthrough, but YouTube has flagged about a third of my vampire videos as copyright. Just fine. It demonetizes them, it may put ads on them, whatever, not a big deal. I'm not monetizing any of those. I'm way too small to even start monetizing if I wanted to. So, not a big deal. Not a big deal. Not at all. Here's the problem though. From what I understand, and again, I'm not sure if it's because people are monetizing those streams or not, but it seems that YouTube's copyright algorithms can catch you live while you're streaming and can potentially interrupt and or shut down your stream in the middle of whatever you're streaming. Twitch doesn't do that. Worst case scenario I've seen is worst case is it'll mute your stream briefly, and I think that's only done on the back end when it becomes a VOD afterwards, so video on demand. I don't think it silences you in the middle of it. At least I haven't seen that happen, and I've been watching Co Carnage play a lot of things over the past year, and I have yet to see any issues come up with him and Twitch. Could be because he's partnered. I don't know. However, I did not want to have an opportunity where we could have a stream interrupted when it's my first real event streaming. I didn't want any of those complications. So hopefully you can understand that. However, despite those three things, I know that I'm streaming mainly for you guys, as well as to just gain a little more attention, gain a few more followers and or subscribers. Um, Depending on Twitch or YouTube, of course, it's all the same terminology in the end. As a small time content creator, my goal is to grow the channel. So my main concern is how can I reach out to other people? And I did a quick search of Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines on YouTube and on Twitch. On Twitch, you immediately get all the live channels available to you, no problems at all, because nobody uploads anything but streams. On YouTube, when you search for it, it doesn't give you those live channels. It gives you a lot of content, but not live stuff. So my other concern there is Twitch makes it easier to hop into a stream. YouTube, you actually have to filter it to live to find it. That's my main concern with YouTube. Now, again, it makes a lot of sense with what John said. Essentially, that I could plan it. You could actually see the thumbnail and the event set up on my channel. All you have to do is just be like, okay, Jax is going to be doing that on this day, that time. I'll make sure I'm there, and then you'll also get updates letting you know, hey, by the way, Jax is live. Come see him. That makes sense. That makes sense. And honestly, I will be doing that here very, very soon with YouTube. As soon as I get everything approved and up and going, and I'm a little more comfortable with those tools, because I haven't done any test streams on that yet, I'll go ahead and get one of those live streams set up. I'm hoping to have one ready as early as next week. We'll see how that goes. We'll run something on YouTube and see what happens. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I might go ahead and bring Chrono Trigger over to my nostalgia stream and go ahead and work on that on YouTube and see what happens. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not 100% sure yet. I could also jump into Psychonauts. I imagine a platformer is probably better designed for streaming anyway, as opposed to a Let's Play, just because it's a little faster paced. I guess really what it comes down to is I want to keep you guys updated as to what's going on with me, my reasons for why I'm doing what I do. That way, hopefully, at the very least, you can have a little more investment in what I'm doing. I try to make sure, as you can tell from other videos, I try to make sure you know what's going on behind the scenes regarding the channel, and I don't like leaving you guys in the dark. So I'm trying to avoid that as much as I can. Again, John brought up a good point, so that point has been brought to everyone's attention. So if you don't mind, I am going to go ahead and put up a straw poll in the description of this. I'm only going to have it up for a few days. But essentially, if you don't mind, go into there real quick for me. I know you have to do it on the desktop app on your phone, or you have to do it on the actual website of desktop, computer, or tablet. But if you could pull it up for me and go ahead and throw in a vote about what you would like to be streamed. Is Twitch fine? Is YouTube preferred? Or does it not matter to you? You'll watch a stream either way. It doesn't really matter to you. Because I know the idea of having to jump from one platform to another is probably a little frustrating. I can get that. I understand that entirely. But if you could do that for me, I'd much appreciate it. But yeah, that's all I've got for you right now. In case you're wondering if I have a webcam, no, this is my phone. I just record the audio and then I record this with my phone, and I sync those up and cut them in, and there you go. That's how I put it together. No webcam, not yet. So you can't see the smiling face when I'm streaming. That is all. Thank you so much for coming by. Hope you have a great day. Take care, and I will catch you next time.